Alright, what's up y'all, LakerFan here. As you can see by the title of today's video, I maxed out Hustler on my 7'3" center and I'm now rebounding like an absolute demigod. Now I want to preface this by saying, originally I didn't have Hustler maxed. I had it at only bronze on my 7'3", and I did not, for the life of me, get any rebounds like this one right here where I'm getting super crazy high vertical jumps. I mean, my dude's hands are at almost the top of the backboard and my head is well above it too. And again, I didn't get vertical jumps like this, and I understand some people think, well, Hustler's probably just for tracking the ball down or maybe running faster while it's a loose ball, stuff like that. Listen, you can believe that if you want. I'm just going to sit here and tell you that my dude did not jump like this before I had this badge at a high level. And generally, I always felt like I would jump a lot higher on my smaller builds. That's kind of an obvious thing though, with more vertical, but I had a higher level of Hustler significantly because I just didn't have the badge points to run Hustler at a high level on this 7'3". Look at this one right here. I'm over here playing hedge defense, showing to the guard and get a ghost contest on him. You can see literally step to him right here. Actually, before that, I even played a wrap too. So I saw the wrap coming across, helped Kitchen over here, then stepped to the guard for the ghost contest, then still got to the rebound, jumped over the center, and get this with one hand and literally just tip it into my own hands. It's crazy, bro. And again, if you guys want to choose to believe that Hustler does not pertain to these types of rebounds, feel free to go ahead and think that. But I'm just going to sit here and tell you right now, I'm never ever taking this badge any lower than what I've had it right now at maximum level on any rebounding build at all. So, as you can see, we're in the rec center with this one. We have a CPU at the 4, and we're going to be going against a full squad of 5. We even got a dude in TG right here, one of the comp 2K clans, and it was during the double XP rec, probably about a week ago, to be honest with you. But now I've experimented with this. As a lot of you guys have maybe seen in my old Pro-Am gameplays of me being on the 7'3" before I put this on, I maybe wasn't getting such crazy rebound animations. The last 2 games, though, that I've uploaded of Pro-Am, I've been using Gold Hustler, and it really is putting in work, man. So, in today's video, I have a cut up of the rec center. It's going to be just missed shots, and it's going to be whether I get the board or didn't get the rebound. It's going to be the gimme rebounds where they're super easy to get. It's going to be the hard ones that I showed in those highlights and everything in between. So I hope you all enjoy the video. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new to all them noties, all good stuff, and like always, try to one to 500 likes. So again, I'm coming out here playing hedge. We actually have AK playing on-ball defense. We're just playing man D, simple as that. And you kind of have to when you're running zone, obviously. So now this right here, this is that TG dude I'm talking about, getting crazy stuff on that. I mean, he's out here getting tip pass on the outlet pass, and then he also gets the pluck on me. Now, this early part of the game, it's going to be a little bit of a bad display. I'm not really getting some of these rebounds. You can see the CPU actually snagged that one because I got the box on the center, and then I don't have box on the center right there. Tonic flies in and gets it. Again, there are going to be some early in this game where I don't get it. Guy beats me to the dead zone right there. Boom, free rebound. And it's just me not being in the right spots. And at the end of the day, it is hard to play hedge as a 7'3" while also still being in the right spot for rebound sometimes. Also included, like I showed you in that one clip. Now, fortunately, I just want to let you guys know as a rebounding tip, if you are here for rebounding tips, not just to be showing what Hustler is capable of, if people shoot very early, it's going to hit back rim super hard. And you'll watch it hit the back rim as well. But the thing is, you're going to have to kind of monitor the shots regardless though, because even on a very late, it hits front rim really hard. And if it hits front rim really hard, it's going to die down. Now, on very earlys, it might just bounce super high up, and you're going to watch this one right here. It does go pretty long. Now, the same thing could have happened on a very late though, so it's not always about reading the indication on the shot feedback or anything like that, but you can still judge them pretty accordingly. Also, you should always keep in mind to rebound according to where your teammates are. So right here, obviously this guy beats me to the box. We have any long rebound. I'm just hoping in this situation, and he is very low, that I can push him even further down so that the only way he gets a rebound is if it goes straight up in the air. And again, when you shoot very early, very late, anything like that, it's going to be bouncing very sporadic. It's not going straight up in the air very often. It's just going to be bouncing super short and then dying low, or bouncing up in the air and going long as well. So anyway, just a little bit of a key on that. Just wanted to give you guys that tip. But that's not to say that I like my position on that. I still think I was a little bit out of position on that. You can see right here, get the rebound. This dude hits me with a killer pogo stick. I mean, that was crazy, bro. But anyway, again, I'm just showing pretty much every set of rebound or just shot block, anything like that. Something that was cool and I want to show for some highlights. You're gonna see this one right here. I really am not in great position. This is another one that I think Hustler absolutely is killer for. So you're gonna see I'm down here. I have to reset my 3-second though. You didn't see the earlier part of the clip, but I had to reset my 3. So Tonic is kind of just in the area. And what I love about this, you guys should know this as a rebounding tip as well. I kind of call this the push them in the back or punch them in the back, where if you're someone who's out of position on the rebound, you should still be pushing this guy a little bit. It's kind of like getting away with some illegal stuff in game, really. I mean, that's just what it is, like in an NBA game, where you could still kind of shove this guy a little bit, even though you don't want to jump over his back because that would be a foul. But you can still make it a harder jump for him. So that's what Tonic does right there. And then I'm able to get a crazy jump animation. So Tonic did his job in kind of making it harder for this guy to jump. And it makes it so I get a really good, nice jump right here, because neither of us boxed him out, yet it still feels like a box out to him because he's not getting quite as good of a jump animation. And then boom, he doesn't really get as much of a good pogo stick as he probably wanted right there. But anyway, moving along. Next possession, they check Tonic in the corner right here. This is another thing that Hustler is peak ability for. I really want to drive home these points. And I'm not going to rewind every single clip that we do, but just kind of showing you. I mean, I'm playing really high pick and roll D, and then boom, they throw to the corner and the shot goes up. Now watch this. Look at the closing speed. Look at how fast I am and how I beat him to the box out. And it's so important that you do stuff like that. Now, I thought that originally I had to be on smaller, undersized centers to be able to do stuff like this because I thought it was all about speed. But honestly, I truly do think when the ball is in the air, this is Hustler at work. And I'll just let you see it full speed one last time. I run from no box out of position to boom, box out, beat him there, rebound. It's just textbook every single time that you do it like that. And again, I mean, Hustler being up really helps you in some of these pick and roll senses where I'm playing high and doing stuff like that, where I'm in those passing lanes and playing high for shot contests and stuff like that I need to help AK with. You can see, I mean, the mobility on this 7-3, it's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I get back right there. We're playing textbook pick and roll D against, once again, not really bad players at all. I mean, it's a full 5 in the rec. You know, like you can see they're running zones. They're just like trapping and stuff like that. You can see the CPUs go crazy on putbacks too. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that if you've played some rec as well. AK gets killed by the screen. I step up and jump, but it is 11% contest. This is another thing too, when you're just watching the rebound counts in a game, you should keep this in mind, that some centers will just be a rebound hog and they're not worried about helping the guard because they're so focused on not letting this guy get the board. Sometimes when you see stuff like this, you have to go. You absolutely have to go because it's hard help off the wing, and then the corner has to play wing help for that too. And it's just rare that you can really get that type of situation. Whereas this guy is still holding my guard on the screen, so he's not a threat in the pick and roll to like slip yet, and it may be a delayed rotation that we can do because fortunately the CPU is on the opposite side corner right here, so all 4 of our defenders could still run a rotation. Now I've noticed these CPUs do drop for no reason sometimes, and it is kind of annoying to an extent. But anyway, regardless, just know sometimes you are going to give up free rebounds by stepping out like that, but you have to in some situations. And again, my guard is getting killed by screens in some of these plays right here. But anyway, they check it over to the corner again. Once again, just easy box out. It's not really that much description needed on some of these, but I just wanted to show pretty much every rebound we get in this rec game. And again, this is against a full 5, and we aren't bringing in a full 5. You can see they're pretty capable in dribbling and stuff like that as well. I mean, this is definitely not your typical just rec randoms to an extent. Now, in continuation of these easy rebounds that I get, Tonic actually does me quite a bit of help right here, where the center is staying down, but Tonic, when this happens, and I need you guys to know this from a comp pro-am or a rec center perspective, if the center is camping paint, you as a corner, I think a really good move on this weak side corner right here where there's not a lot of spot ups, you should be fronting corner and doing exactly what Tonic did right here, where you can stay in the passing lane to this. You don't have to worry about a backdoor because the center is in the paint, so I am here for help if this guy does cut, and then boom, you have a clogged up paint with 2 guys in there. It's not really a worry. So fronting out that corner allows you to do stuff like this and help from this guy right here in this corner for me, and not having me have to step out there to help him if he gets beat to the pick and roll and stuff like that. Allows me easy position and a free rebound. So again, this is kind of the area of the game where I'm getting a lot of free boards. I also get this inbound steal right here. We're up 45-24 on a full 5 in the rec. I mean, we're playing with a CPU. We got horrible spacing. You can see I'm over here about to get a 3-second violation. Kitchen is going crazy on them fades too. Tonic gets the ball right here, goes for the contact dunk, misses it, but I'm on it. And again, this is sort of the area that I'm talking about. Once again, free boards, and you're gonna see at the half we are beating them 15-1 on the board count. Shout out to the CPU too. This man was going crazy on the rebounds, 5 of them at the half. So some of them, like I said, I have position. You will see a clip later in this video where I worm him, but the CPU just gets the putback dunk instead. Right there, nice passing lane. However, they're gonna get fed a couple free rebounds right here. So again, just like stuff like this probably shouldn't go. I mean, I'm there, I'm in the passing lane. I tap X at the perfect time, facing the right way and everything, and we just don't get the ball. CPU's got like negative Hustler, so he can't get that. Shout out to Hustler again, because if it were someone that actually did have it, we're probably tracking that ball down. And you can see he missed the shot, free board right there. That's one that really, when it comes to me versus him, it doesn't exactly count, but you do as you please as far as how you want to count these rebounds. Then Tonic gets posted right here, so just wanted to show some of that stuff. Kitchen goes to the dunk meter, doesn't get it. I get a weird putback, and again, some of this stuff is just not worth putting in the video, but I decided that I was just gonna input every single rebound. This right here is one of them crazy ones that I showed in the intro. Like, look at this crazy stuff, bro. So I'm coming out here and playing the hedge defense. I'm helping off the wrap. I step up here super high. Like, it's unreal how high I step on that. And the plan is that Tonic can like kind of fly off this corner, and if he goes early enough when he sees that shot, then he could beat this guy to the area and get the box out, and then I can kind of fly in for free. However, that doesn't really happen. Tonic's playing the corner lane, and then boom, I just fly up like Superman and I'm able to just snag this thing. I tip it to myself. It's a crazy rebound. Insane rebound. So anyway, once again, Kitchen's gonna go for the dunk. Tonic gets it. He's gonna end up shooting a post fade. Free rebound once again. I mean, it's just, again, not all of this stuff is meant to be part of the video. Kitchen once again goes for the dunk meter. I get another easy free putback. So not all rebounds are created equally in the rec. Right here, once again, another teammate going for a contact dunk, missing it, and then another free rebound. And then this one right here, I also do worm him on. So it's just, I know that's not the whole point of the video. I'm here to talk about Hustler, but just once again, I mean, you can see, hit him with the worm, boom, you're in position for this, and then you're allowed to get tracking a rebound. I mean, that's literally just how it is. I love how this video kind of went from Hustler to just a center's guide for playing like fives. But anyway, another little tidbit of information that you should know as well. If you catch the ball like this, you can fake pass to slow yourself down, because if you were holding, let's not say you're holding X. If you tap X right now and try to pump fake, it's going to force you to go up. The game doesn't have a very good indication of trying to pump fake versus trying to go up when it's in motion while you're moving toward the hoop. So what I usually do for this is hit fake passes, and you guys see that a lot in the Pro-Am videos, where it squares you up with the basket, you stop your movement. However, this one right here, I already kind of was stopped movement. This is one where I could have just let go of my stick. But if you are in a very fast full motion and you need to come to a stop, hitting the fake pass will completely put the brakes on. Typically people go for the block. Ironically, this guy does go for the block, but again, pogo stick goes crazy for him. He gets another one, and then ironically you also see this too. I was saving for double takeover. My takeover goes slightly down and I pop it as it's on the way down, so I'm able to still save the single takeover, or else I would have lost the whole thing. It's a really cool, interesting thing that I didn't even know that was a case. Right there, another free rebound just off a missed free throw, and now you're gonna see we start really going to work on this dude. So I only have 15 rebounds right now, but mind you, I ended the game with like 26. So there's definitely a lot of boards that happened in this fourth quarter, and some of them are pretty crazy. So right there, get a nice jump. However, once again, another stupid tip pass. I end up going for the corner contest. Tonic gets a nice rebound, and now we're just gonna fast forward a little bit. We're out on the break. Boom! I'm just running to this. Like, watch the speed boost on this. This is another thing that I really wanted to showcase for the sake of Hustler. Watch the speed boost when the shot goes up. So starting right now, watch my player and how fast I'm moving for a 7'3". This is insane, and you can see the speed boost literally uptick. I mean, you can visually see when it changed. Right here, I'm going with a super paint mash. Once again, this guy, like, his pogo stick was really hard to deal with. I mean, it was constantly, he's just like getting really good jumps and stuff, but as you can see, he only has 3 rebounds right now. We're beating him 19-3 on the board count as a center. And some of his boards were, like I said, just easy boards off the dunks, but so were some of mine. So it kind of is what it is. Once again, a little bit of a free rebound, but you can see this is another one that I think Hustler plays a big factor in, where it's one of those chase the rebounds down and like horizontal jumps. Once again, I am getting absolutely spammed in this full court stuff, so I'm just gonna take it myself and try and find my guard. He ends up missing a wide open corner catch and shoot though, so it is unfortunate that, once again, that's another free rebound for him. I'm getting triple teamed in the paint right here, so we're going to dump it down to the CPU. He ends up missing, but I get a free board. So some of this stuff is just a constant free board fest. We wanted to just showcase some of the rebounds that I'm getting. Once again, AK gives this guy another free rebound. So again, not a lot of paint, like, mashing sort of contested rebounds between the two of us. And you can see a lot of this game is just kind of whittling away. So that's why he ends up getting nearly 8 to 10 rebounds in this game. I'm stepping out to the corner right there. He almost gets another free rebound. But once again, this is, I think, another good point of me talking about Hustler, where, yes, I didn't grab the rebound, but watch the speed boost on this. Like, I'm able to get myself in the play, in the lunge of the jump and stuff like that too. It's still pretty ridiculous. So, like, from where I jumped right here. Like, I literally jumped from this area and I ended like right here. So I'm over here jumping from like nearly 6 feet on the court. But yeah, again, some people are gonna be kind of the belief that this is a myth. It doesn't actually work like that. It's only for tracking down the loose balls, like as in steals or pluck steals, tip passes, stuff like that. I personally think that this really just does increase the rebounding ability tremendously. And I think Hustler, I might have just had it a little bit too low, to be honest with you, on my defensive tier list, because I made it right before I had really experimented and tried some of this. Also, my teammates were missing the mess out of these dunks. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, we're closing in on the end of the game right here. This one toward the end right here was also pretty cool. So you're going to watch me kind of get a really just good animation on the rebound. I think this goes a long way as well. And you can see, like, this guy is in no worse position than me. He also has glass takeover on as well. Double take for that matter. I think it might be like rim as a secondary. But perfectly good position. Like, watch this. I mean, he is in the exact same position for this rebound as I am. And I just get a better jump. And honestly, I really do think it's all due to Hustler. That's literally just all it is. Because I was getting garbage animations like that before I was using it as well, like when I had it on bronze. Once again, I beat him to the box out. I cannot stress enough that this is also like just a huge importance of Hustler. You can play higher hedge if it is something that you're doing, and boom, when a shot goes up, you can just fly in here for the rebound. I beat him to the box out. Mind you, he wasn't holding his LT in the perfect area. He probably could have tried to box me out a little bit earlier, but honestly, he probably didn't think he had to. I mean, if you see this shot right here, you're probably thinking, I'm just playing the middle because there's so many people crashing right here. There are 4 of them. So I do feel pretty bad for him in the situation. But again, I'm able to just beat him to the box out, beat him to position on it. It's so clean how good Hustler allows you to just track rebounds down. And again, we end the game with 20, 26, and 7 against a full 5 in the rec with the CPU. This man put in 7 himself. Tonic put in 5. So we ended up beating them on the boards as a team, 38-8. And obviously, Tonic has Hustler as well. The CPU doesn't, but CPUs just track those rebounds down like crazy, hit putbacks and stuff like that. Those are probably all 6 of his points, just 3 putbacks. But anyway, just wanted to make this video. I know maybe it was a little bit longer than I needed it to be, but you know me, I like to break stuff down and explain what it's good for, or the situations that they're good for, or talk about how I'm playing really high hedge on a 7'3", meanwhile still getting to the paint before the 7-footer who's faster than me as well, and I'm able to just literally outspeed him just off of Hustler and outjump him just off of Hustler as well. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on notice, all that good stuff. And like always, try to 500 likes. If you made it to the end of the video, put rec in the comments. Show sports made all the way through. I don't normally upload many rec center gameplays. I don't like to come in here with a full 5, or for that matter, my souped up 5 or anything like that, because I just feel like it's kind of toxic. But sometimes during the double XP for rec, you're just gonna have to. I mean, it's just so much more convenient to be playing with your teammates and stuff like that, and the way you can best win games. I mean, simple as that, right? So again, I mean, these are still good players. They're like the guards, the 1 guard and the 2 guard were both dribbling pretty capably. This dude Kappa is literally in TG, one of the better 2K clans in the community, and just in general, I mean, they're not playing with bums, and they're playing with a full 5. They're playing zone in some situations, and you can see, I mean, they are talking in the party as well, probably. Not that we aren't or anything like that, but I mean, me and AK were coming in here with like some random at the 2 sometimes, and still playing with the CPU at the 4, and we were still getting a lot of dubs in the rec. So overall, I think you can compensate for some of this stuff if you're playing with a good squad, at least of the people you do have. But obviously, I mean, it goes a long way to have guards who can go 9 for 11 and 9 for 14 from 3. But on that note of the rebounding, if my guards were missing more, I'd probably get more rebounds as well. I just think I was tracking down O-boards pretty good. I was sitting paint sometimes too, and just playing for offensive rebound positioning. So like I said, if they were missing more, I'd probably just get even more rebounds. So if you're a box score watcher and you're just like, you know, saying, oh, I've got 30 in a rec game, or I've got 40 in a rec game. Again, I mean, if you play with randoms and the other team's randoms and just more misses are happening, that means you have more opportunities at rebounding. So it is what it is. Anyway, like I said, hope y'all enjoyed, and leave rec in the comments to show sports made all the way through. And on that, take these, man. Peace.